Alright. Everything seems to be good. I'm going to check the mixing. Alright. It is first month of Sly Month, and I guess the 1 year anniversary of me streaming. I want to jump right into it. I want to make sure my cursor isn't on the screen, because I know it can appear on the stream. Okay. And if I need to turn up the music or anything, because I know Sly's music isn't exactly very loud, so I can turn it up if need be. Alright, so I'm gonna...
Sly! Come in! Sly! Do you read me?
Yeah, I read you. Loud and very loud.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. Trying to break into police headquarters does that.
Get over it, Bentley. You're safe in the van. I'm the thief here. I've got to steal that file from Inspector Carmelita Fox.
Well, count on me to be your eyes and ears, buddy. Got their security system totally scoped. To get inside, you're gonna have to go through that air vent.
All right, I'm going in.
And don't forget you got me at the wheel, Sly. All you gotta do is grab the file and get back to the van. We'll do the rest.
Just keep that engine running, Murray. I'll be down in no time.
Alright, so, ooh, I forgot. Inverted controls for Sly 1. So I'm just how I work when I stream. I don't talk when cutscenes are happening, but when it's not happening, is my voice overpowering the audio? I feel like the game is not loud, so I can adjust it if need be. I'm just going around and hitting stuff so you can get a good listen in.
Hey, Bentley, I think I'm seeing things. Must be vertigo or something. Can you see those crazy blue lights?
Really? I've read about this. Master raccoon thieves are able to sense thieving opportunities, which manifest themselves as unexplainable blue auras. According to my research, all you have to do is get near them and hold down the circle button, and you should perform a super sneaky master thief move.
Hold down the circle button near blue auras. I'm on it.
So I'm gonna assume the game is alright, volume-wise. Whoops.
Be extra careful here, Sly.
I feel like I can smooth it out before the next episode. We are playing in 2K, but I feel like it's jumpy, so I'll try to fix that before the next stream.
Carmelita Fox's office is behind the red door.
So the only real difference between this Sly Month and last Sly Month, I am going to be playing, a level a day, like usual.
Way to go, Sly. This is where Inspector Carmelita Fox stashes all her important files. I hacked into the police security mainframe and discovered this vault's combo. Try dialing in 937.
I remember the first one was 9.
Nice job! You got it! If you come down through the fire escape and head through the parking lot, we'll be waiting in the getaway van.
I'm gonna break stuff around our office for a bit so I can explain. The only real difference between this year and last year is that I'm actually going to put it back on my channel. I am going to archive it, and I might play Sly 4. The more I think about it, the more I think I'm just going to save it. And Dylan's here. The more I think I'm going to save it for, the next year is the 20th anniversary. So I'm going to try to do something real big for that. Next year is Sly's 20th birthday. So this month might just be, Brandon wants me to play 4. I might.
Foolish raccoon. I've caught you red-handed.
Ah, Carmelita. I haven't seen you since I gave you the slip in Bombay.
Which reminds me, you need to return the Firestone of India to its rightful owners.
And I was gonna give it to you as a little token of my... Hey, you know, that bazooka really brings out the color of your eyes. Very fetching.
You think? This pistol packs a paralyzing punch. You ought to try it. Might snap you out of your crime spree.
And give up our little rendezvous?
Plenty of time for that once you're safely behind bars.
Love to stick around and chat, but I just dropped by to pick up this case file. I think you've had it long enough.
Wait, before we go into the next one, I just gotta say with how dedicated my brother and I are to the series. I don't know if it's appearing on the stream, but we have typed out every code for every vault that appears in the game, including very obscure ones in Sly 3. So shows how much we like this series. Anyway, you don't have to wait that long for it. And I like to hear him talk. Unless I'm speedrunning the game, in which I want Bentley to shut up. What? I still can't hear you. This is the... That might be an interesting way to end this month to make it more fun. Is I could do a few speed runs because this is the PS2 version. I couldn't submit the runs or anything because I am playing on emulator.
Given Inspector Carmelita Fox the slip. I was surprised to see how well she took it. Finally, the secret police file I'd been searching for all these years. With this, I could avenge my family and regain possession of our most valued treasure. It all began when I was just a kid, bouncing on my father's knee. You see, I come from a long line of master thieves who kept all their secrets of sneaking and stealing in an ancient book. The Thievius Raccoonus. Anyone who read it learned to be especially sneaky, which is why we specialize in stealing from criminals. After all, there's no honor, no challenge, no fun stealing from ordinary people. You rip off a master criminal, and you know you're a master thief. Well, on the night I was supposed to inherit the book, 5 visitors came unannounced to our door. My father fought to protect us, but the gang of villains known as the Fiendish Five overpowered him and ransacked our house until they found the Thievius Raccoonus. Our family's manual of thieving greatness fell into their filthy hands. They tore the book into 5 pieces and split it up, each villain disappearing to the farthest corners of the world to commit dastardly crimes. Broken alone, I was dumped at the town orphanage. There I met 2 guys who became my lifelong buddies and trusted crew. Bentley, techno genius and strategist supreme, and Murray, part-time driver and full-time burden. Together we pledged to track down the Fiendish Five, avenge my father, and steal back the Thievius Raccoonus. I knew I was about to face the toughest test of my life. On this mission, I would either become a master thief like my ancestors before me, or fail and allow my family name to bite the dust.
So there was a lore. We have 5 enemies to take down because they stole his book that gives him the secrets to his ancestry.
That was a nice piece of work back there at police headquarters, Sly. Come see me if you want to check out any of your old movies. I've got them all here on my computer. Use the left analog stick to move around the hideout and the X button to select things.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around with the graphics. It looks clean, but they're small. There are small inconsistencies here and there that are hard to look at.
The road trip gave me the time I needed to study up on Sir Raleigh the Frog. As a young man, this hot-tempered frog grew bored of his life of luxury and privilege. On a whim, he tried his hand at a bit of piracy and found it to his liking. Raleigh, who quickly became addicted to crime, was brought into the Fiendish Five as chief machinist, where his evil tinkering genius rose to new heights. The last reported sighting of this mad machinist was off the soggy coast of the Isle of Wrath, a small island uncomfortably situated in the middle of the perilous Welsh Triangle.
Sly Cooper and Tide of Terror. Alright, and here's the actual beginning, the first level. Wait, I want to see if this will work in an emulator real quick. It does! Nice. Okay, but we're not speedrunning. I don't know if the community even accepts emulator runs in a speedrun.
Hey, Sly, I just spotted something that's going to complicate the mission. See that nasty-looking gate? It blocks the only road leading into Raleigh's hideout.
No problem. I'll just use my climb move.
Okay, but remember, you can only climb on certain objects, like pipes and ropes.
Yeah, sure, and like that ladder there?
That is correct, but do not forget, Sly. You have to get close.
Then hit the circle button to grab it. Yeah. Relax, Bentley. I live for this stuff.
Yeah, and that's what worries me.
Okay, so Brandon was asking for more lore on why we play it every September. The main reason is because I first was introduced to the series on my birthday, which is in September, and the 3 main games came out in September. So Sly 4 came out in February, but yeah, we typically don't talk about Sly 4. It's the redheaded stepchild of the group. But that's really it to why we play it every September. That, and we do really, really like these games. They're iconic of our childhood, and if we didn't limit ourselves, we would play it way more than once a month. So we also play it once a month so we can get other stuff done. Ah, dang it. So play Sly 4 in February? You know what? Maybe. We'll have to say, that death was fully warranted, because I do remember, I'm starting to remember last Sly Month when I played on PlayStation Now on this PC, and there was like a quarter-second lag between when I would hit a button and when Sly would do it, and that made this run so much harder. But then I emulated Sly 2 and 3. I own all the games on PS2, PS3, and PS Vita, so I don't really mind emulating.
According to my amphibio positioning system, that big blimp is where Raleigh is hiding out.
You know, that blimp looks more like a machine than a hideout.
You're right, Sly. That is a storm machine. It's the reason why it never stops raining around here.
That explains all the wrecked ships.
But why would Raleigh want bad weather at his own hideout 24/7?
Beats me. But rain or shine, I'm gonna steal my family's book back. And if Raleigh gets in my way, it's on.
I just realized that if I make myself a little bit bigger, I can be a stand-in for Bentley. My image is where Bentley should be. Did I have the camera on for last Sly Month? That footage is completely lost. Which if there was one thing I wish I had done, there was a legendary moment in which Dylan sounded just like Ray Romano. And I wish I had saved that. Just that one scene. But
Nice job so far, Sly. To get over the next gate, you'll need to grab onto this hook using your cane. Just jump and hit the circle button.
Got it. Jump and hit the circle button to grab onto hooks.
oh, I did, but I put myself at the top left or right, I think. Now I remember. Because I remember having to change it when I started the Final Fantasy Marathon. It's all coming back to me now. I had it like over the health bar, I think.
That large vault has got to be somehow related to those clues and bottles you've been collecting. If you can locate all the clues in this area, I should be able to crack the code and get you inside it. You found it, Sly.
So this is a 100% playthrough, so we'll be getting all vaults, all Master Thief sprints.
Now find out vault, and I'll give you the instructions to open it. The clues have led me to believe that the code for this vault is 792. Sly, you found a page from the Thievius Raccoonus. This page teaches old Drake Cooper's fast attack dive move.
Yo, Drake Cooper.
Press the triangle button to use it.
So each level in Sly 1, Sly 2 and 3 are drastically different. But each level in Sly 1 consists of 6 levels, including an intro, and then the boss, so 8 parts total. So we just finished 1/8 of the stream already. Well, not quite.
That blimp looks like the most secured location on this boat. If Raleigh's really as smart as his police files suggest, then that's where I'll find him.
Wonderful idea, but your plan is flawed.
Why?
Because it's impossible to get near him. To access Raleigh's blimp, you would have to sneak through that high voltage power tube. To do that without getting electrocuted, you'd have to destroy that power generator. And to do that, you'd need 2 more of Raleigh's treasure keys, which are heavily guarded.
Interesting. So when are you gonna get to the impossible part?
Fine, but I warned you. I've marked the areas you need to hit with holographic markers. Follow them to your objectives.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. It's your funeral.
I will say that my schedule, calling it a schedule for this month is really, really loose. Because September, there's just a whole lot going on.
Lucky charm.
Here, wait.
That'll protect you when you take any damage.
So it's really gonna be whenever I can. I did that because, you know, it is going to be a full playthrough, so I want to hear everything, experience the experience, you know.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
That voice line always weirded me out because he sounds like he's so close to the microphone when he says that. It's so muffled.
Eureka! We're in the engine room. My analysis tells me that if you trace the spinning crankshaft all the way back to its source, you'll find Raleigh's treasure key and sabotage his machine while you're at it. Remember, Sly, hold down the circle button near the blue stealth auras to perform super sneaky thief moves.
My camera work is probably going to give a lot of people some sort of motion sickness because it's taking me a while to get used to the reverse controls again. And I don't think... Here, wait. Before I get too far, let's actually see if... Yeah, no. You can get the... I'm going to go ahead and fix those. But you can't fix the actual camera, unfortunately. I don't know why I insist on making them drop. There really isn't a reason for that. This part as a kid was so hard to see. I swear this was one of the hardest parts of the game as a 8-year-old. Because now in HD on this screen that I'm right in front of, I can see where the spots are perfectly. But before... And then I also never thought of jumping to get ahead. So that made this part way harder too. As someone who played Sly 2 first, Sly 1 was a rude awakening. Because there are some difficult parts of Sly 2, but I don't think any parts of the series actually touch the difficulty of Sly 1. And again, I'm making them fall for no reason. When I could just get them. Oh no, did I miss it? Ooh, nice save. I've just done that for so many years that it's habit at this point. Ooh, I thought he was about to stop me. We're about to get a slightly better way to move around than just Sly's little light sneak jog here.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. I can't believe I pieced this one together. Try 227. Interesting. Old Sally Cooper's fast getaway raccoon roll. Stories claim she can move faster rolling than anyone else could on the run. Hold down the triangle button to use this move. Switch between your power-ups using L2 and R2.
So we already have one of the best abilities. Roll is very useful. Allows you to move slightly faster, and you can make Sly do front flips. So Lulu's trying to get comfortable in her bed, and she might knock down my green screen, so we'll see how that goes. Ugh. Almost launched myself towards the beginning of the level. Alright. Gonna take advantage of free lives. Another thing, as somebody who played Sly 2 first and then Sly 1, flashlight guards are terrifying in this. They still kind of scare me a lot more than the Sly 2 and 3 ones.
This stuff must be worth millions. And you know what that means? Tighter security. You're gonna have to be extra sneaky to get the treasure key here.
Flashlight guards kind of got less and less intimidating as the, or with every game, they got less intimidating. Whoops. Ugh. Ah, dang it. I think these are some of the meanest clues in the game. The ones on this arch here. I used to not bother with that jump because I thought it was near impossible. I guess it should be known when I say used to, I'm referring to 8-year-old me. We'll go ahead and practice my jump here because we're gonna have to do it for the well. Okay. Can we be cool? Yep. Oh, I'm a little bit over. Here we go.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. Whoever thought this code up knew what they were doing. Dial in 436. These are the blueprints of Raleigh's entire operation. I wonder... Yes! I can wire this info directly into your binocucom. It'll show you the position of nearby clues and breakable objects.
I was sitting here wondering through that how much of the or how many of the, what am I trying to say, speedrunning strats will work on an emulator, especially how I have it running. I'm actually super curious about that.
Hey Sly, you can adjust the game camera using the right analog stick. And to bring the camera behind you,
Yeah,
click it.
Like, I want to do a speedrun thing right now and try to... You can break the thing early by making the flashlight guard hit it with its ink thing. But I'm not going to try it now because this is a legit run. But I might off camera see if all the stuff works, and then we just might end Sly Month with a few speedrun
Those rats got big.
Raleigh appears to have
with a few
booby-trapped
speedrun
this
stuff.
entire
Oop,
place.
whoops.
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Don't you get it, Sly? If you step on that rug, forget about becoming a master thief. You'll be a master dartboard.
Wait a second. What if I jumped into that barrel for protection?
I don't know. It looks pretty risky and very unsanitary.
Only one way to find out.
Ooh, I was about to walk right in because I saw shiny. I blanked out for a second because I'm still thinking about speedrun strats. Because for a 100%, well not 100%, but an all keys speedrun,
So good. I bet if you stayed still inside the barrel, the guard won't be able to see you, even if he shines his flashlight on you.
you know, part of me wants to relearn how to speedrun but learn the all keys route instead of any percent. Because any percent is cool, but you skip like the game basically. Learning how to do the all keys route might be something I'd be interested in. I still need that. Now, when I played Slime Month last year, Ghost of Tsushima was not out. So now Sucker Punch really is open to anything. I'm curious what they're going to do next. Because they have, you know, basically my full support. They can... It's hard for me to say anything bad about Sucker Punch. This clue right here blew my mind when I first discovered it. Because I could see, I found these clues. And then I thought I had to jump in from over here, which you can do. And then you found out that that those are reversible. The clues don't really get much more clever than that. The hidden bookshelf trick. I haven't forgotten the safe. I just want a clean run back from when I get the page. Ooh, that was a bad jump. So was that.
Press the circle to enter the vault code. With the help of a straight edge and compass, the answer was simple. Dial in 242. Outstanding! Another page from the Phoebus Raccoonus. This one features Death Cooperindus slow motion jumps. He used this to get by all kinds of airborne threats. Hit the triangle button while in the air to slow down time.
We're putting that right back to fast. Because slow motion is only really useful for the cool factor, I guess. I've never really had... I think the idea was to give you some time to think in the air. But I never really found it that useful. Oh. We can open this, but we're not going to go in yet. We'll just take the free money and go.
Sly, see that machine wheel? If my knowledge of mechanical engineering serves me right, applying significant rotational torque to achieve maximum velocity will yield a positive result.
It means something good might happen if I can get the wheel to spin fast enough?
Isn't that what I just said?
Ooh, yay, I got the fast way. The fire down below.
Temperature's reading way off the charts in here. This must be the power source for the storm machine.
So this is actually the only level where we're going to skip the safe. We're going to get all the clues. But if you notice, the safe was like right at the beginning. So I like to save it for the final save. Because you actually can't open the final safe until you've beaten the game. So it keeps me from having to do a whole level again. Oh, I missed that one over there. Again, I miss that one a lot. Luckily, you can't just jump up here. The emulators tell me this is playing at 60 FPS, but I kind of don't believe it. But I don't know enough about how graphics works to figure out why it's so, grainy? I think that's the word. I guess fun fact, the actual fastest way to get that part done is to come back when you have the mine hat, because you can blow that up early. I don't think we get the mine in time for this playthrough, but that is how you would do it the fastest. And we only have 2 levels left. We do have to do the Master Thief sprints in the boss fight, so... But we're getting there. Probably be done before 10.
Astonishing! All my calculations led me to believe you had failed to knock out that generator.
Never was good at math.
Well, here's a real test for you. I found a way out to Raleigh's hideout, but unfortunately, it is doomed to failure.
You're not gonna tell me I have to shoot myself out of that cannon.
I'm afraid that's the only way.
Now you're talking.
You're really scaring me, man. Anyway, to get inside that thing, you had to steal all 7 of Raleigh's treasure keys.
So what are we waiting for? You show me those hollow what's-its?
You mean my holographic markers?
Yeah. And I'll swipe whatever it takes to get shot out of that cannon and steal back my family's devious raccoonus.
I'm going for it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the last true level. Or the last true mission at this level. Hearing Raleigh talk, it made me think that the guy who voices 3 different villains in this game, I think this is the 4th year he's been dead. Okay.
Interesting. Chris Cooper's dive collection technique. This move is an extension of the dive move you already know. Just jump and hit the triangle button near breakable objects for some fast braking, fast collecting action.
Ah. The first infamous minigame of this game. Alright. Last year I had a whole lot of trouble with this. Let's see if I have more luck this year.
Where Raleigh's gang of crabs stashes his sunken treasure. Use your sub to blast him. The left analog stick controls the sub. Give it a try. Great. Use the right analog stick to fire its gun. That's it. Remember, you can always drive the sub in one direction while firing in another. To earn a treasure key, you'll need to collect all 40 chests. Do not let a crab take one into a tube.
I'm not gonna say what my brother just said in the chat, but I'm just going to fully endorse. If you have never seen Snapcube's real-time dub or whatever it's called of Sly Cooper, it is hilarious. Is the trouble gonna continue? Can I do it first try? There we go.
Congratulations, you did it!
Whew. What'd you say, Dylan?
Those things are all Mr. Krabs wanting money for treasures for money. They are the worst.
Alright. So now, I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna do the Master Thief sprints. So we are gonna have to go through all 6 levels again, but this time fast. And because this is the PS2 version, I'm going to go in assuming that some of my favorite speedrun strats work. So, buckle up. There is a huge one here. Okay, there's been a huge skip for this level that I do not know, that I kind of wish I did, because in a weird twist, the very first level has the hardest Master Thief sprint. So there is a chance that I'm going to have to try this a couple times. This does take quite a bit of focus to do this normally. I went in saying that I was going to assume that all the speedrun strats work, but the only speedrun strat that I really use for this level are used to skip Bentley talking, and when you're doing this, Bentley doesn't talk, so there's no real use for it. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Nice. That was a real butt clencher though. Next. one tricky thing that they did that makes the Master Thief sprint so much harder, that no matter how many Lucky Charms you have, they will remove them. So there's one specific one that I like to plan how many coins I have. So that's why I'm actually keeping a very close eye on how many coins I have, and we might skip a few levels. Yeah, in fact, I think it's going to be after this one, if I keep up like this. Ooh. Unless he keeps on forcing me to get coins. Don't hit that laser. Okay, so I'm actually going to avoid coins for a second, except for that. Okay. Whoops. Ooh. Man, okay. Now I messed up. Maybe I didn't. This is going to be close, though. Okay, actually not that. Well. Got too cocky. I am not going to be able to... Yeah, I was about to say I might as well just not even try to... We'll figure out the other one. I think one of my biggest mistakes was worrying too much about that. Master Thief Sprint, not focusing on this one. This is how it choked at the very end of it. You know, I don't know if it was ever confirmed, but I do believe that these levels are actually in the wrong order. Not the missions inside, but the actual levels. And that they had to change it around for the power-ups or whatever. Because thinking about how hard some of these are, and how hard some of Mugshot's levels are, and thinking about how easy most of Panda King's are, I do fully believe that Panda King was actually supposed to be the first boss. Again, I know that was a rumor. I don't know if it's ever confirmed. Yeah, Danchi Brennan, just like Raleigh's level, you know, none of these, you know, being a children's game, none of them are hard, but remembering them as a kid, the first two levels just seem oddly way more difficult than the second to last level. So, and there are some mini games that are in. I think that just cost me.
You did the same thing I just did today.
Oh my gosh, this freaking sprint, man. Yeah, now it's hopeless now. Wow, okay. Let's get good, shall we? This time with feeling. I'm just not going to talk. All focus. Here we go. Okay. I just had to put my had to put my gamer face on for a second. I remember last year I finessed this level. I did good. And that's a pretty good start, so let's see if I can do it again. Pretty good. That right there is why roll is essential. You're basically not getting past that with, or you're basically not beating this without it. You also have to make these jumps, which are pretty hard. Like that, and... Ooh. Ooh. 0.1 seconds. I don't think it gets closer than that. Oh, man. Okay. And then with this level, we didn't get the Volt, so we can't do the Master Thief Sprint. That's actually going to be the last thing we do in this game. Wait. How many coins do I have? Sorry, I'm just gonna... Yeah, that's enough. Okay, so we can do this. We have enough coins to do this the easy way. Wait, yeah, I did go to the wrong one, didn't I? We gotta go to the library. A cunning disguise. I told myself one of my prep things was, you know, don't get it now. Wait until after you pick it up. Then get it. There we go. I didn't get it, but there's a coin over there. So... So unfortunately, because of the way this strat works, I do only get one chance to do it this way before I have to give up on it and do it the legit way. So if I mess it up, then it's, you know, GG's. Okay, but the strat is jump on this, jump on this, jump on this, and then jump up here. Don't get caught by the squid. And actually jump up the... There we go. Ooh, I got caught by it, but he didn't hit me. Okay. And then get shot by these. And use the invincibility frames to get through. And there we go. Easy. There's a really loud train that I hope isn't picking up too bad. Waiting for this costs a whole lot of time. This one's also going to be a fairly tight one. And there's so many spotlights in this level that if I hit one, it's basically done. I remember this guy was giving me issues last year. Ooh, we got a good cycle. We didn't have to wait on him. This is still going to be really close though. Did it? Alright, and that is all we can do except the boss. So let's finish up this level. This will be the longest level for Sly 1. Just because we had the tutorial and stuff to do too. And these levels are longer. Which the levels being longer is another reason why I think this level was supposed to be later in the game.
Listen, Raleigh, wipe up my family and steal what's mine, you better expect company.
Oh, I'm ever so sorry. How sloppy of me not to finish the job. Obviously, we should have snuffed you out as well. So, without further ado, let me make amends by exploding to gargantuan size and squashing you like the insignificant bug that you are.
Bring it on.
All right. Wow. I accidentally hit triangle, and I gotta tell you, it is weird and is actually making me a little upset. But I am playing this with a PlayStation 5 controller, and it makes me wish for what could be. Or long for what could be would be the better term for that. I hope I look back at what I just said like a few years in the future and laugh. I want Sly to get a revival so badly. There we go.
Blast it all! You've beaten me. Well, gloat all you want, Sly Cooper. You're no match for Mugshot, my villainous cohort in Utah. You'll see. Mesa City is so well guarded, a snake couldn't slither in without setting off alarms.
Raleigh's section of the Thievius Raccoonus held detailed instructions on how to perform my ancestor Ryoichi Cooper's Ninja Spire Jump, a technique he developed while sneaking into the thickly fortified castles of feudal Japan. Finding a way off Raleigh's boat got a little tricky with the untimely arrival of Inspector Fox, who, failing to find me, busted Raleigh and his crew. With the storm machine out of commission, boats found their way back onto the ocean, and the mystery of the Welsh Triangle faded from memory. My gang and I loafed around England for a while, enjoying the pleasant weather, and then headed back home, excited for our next heist.
I took the liberty of pinning your mission map up on the wall. You can use it to warp directly to any levels you've already visited. We're all set to go to Mesa City.
Okay, so we made that frog croak. Next we're going to Mesa City, but let's see what Murray has to say about it. So, that is where we end today. So thank you guys for joining me. Oh, enjoy fast-paced Murray for a second. I accidentally turned on the turbo. Oh, I didn't know my green screen was that off. What if you could have warned me? Oh well, there's a bunch of stuff I'm going to try to fix before tomorrow's stream. Anyway, see you guys then. Stay awesome.